Okay, I guess we're just gonna revert. Alright guys, real quick before we get started with this episode of Riverdale, don't forget you can get the full uncut, unedited raw reactions to Riverdale on my Patreon. The link will be at the top of the description, so if you want to watch the entire episode along with me and get a bunch of other episodes too, I think like ever since season 2 I believe, you can get the uncut reactions to all of those Riverdale episodes, as well as all the other shows I react to. Definitely check it out. The link will be at the top of the description. Otherwise, I want to get right into this, guys. Oh yeah, one comment. Obviously, you're going to see my thumbs, and people are going to ask, so I'm just going to explain. I bought some new, like, I think they're like drop pan things for the stove, and I had replaced all of them, and one was a little bit loose, so I pushed it in further, and I didn't realize that my girlfriend had just cooked on a different one, and I was like, oh, that one's a little bit wobbly too, and she had just like moved her pan over to another one, so I thought that she had always just been using the other one, but she had just moved it over right then, and I went and grabbed it, and it was still on, obviously, so I burned my fingers really bad. But yeah, I'm really excited to watch this. I'm so sorry for the wait. I've been really sick from my new injections, and it's just, I've been very miserable, and obviously now this, and I wasn't able to edit, and it was just this whole thing. But yeah, I want to get right into it, guys. Here we go. Oh, I thought someone was having sex.
Things change. That was hot, yeah.
Oh,
the more
they were.
Stay exactly the same.
Hey, I'm Rick. What's your name?
Come on, no name. See ya.
Yeah.
What the hell, Kevin?
You're not nervous about the big announcement?
Not at all. Why would I be?
Dude,
ready?
no.
I'm ready.
This is the
I think
only
you've come a long
instance
way from when you were 8 and said you wanted to be a firefighter.
that I'm okay with him being shirtless is when Betty is watching him like that. Aww. How can you not ship them though? Like, I love Veronica and Archie, but like, I feel like Veronica will never be over Archie, even though Archie was like kind of checked out at the end of the relationship. I can see Veronica like having a thing again for Archie because her and her husband aren't getting along, which is so annoying to me, but whatever. Also, obviously I'm late, but I saw that picture of him with like the get up on. I was like, ugh, that's so cheesy, but now that I know that it's from the Barchi scene, I'm fine.
When a person claims to have had a close encounter, they are, in fact, often repressing a traumatic experience.
You said in the majority of cases. What about the other ones?
In the other cases, I believe they're telling
She
the
is
truth.
such a good addition to the
Besides,
show.
I can perhaps help you determine what you're dealing with here.
I hope they dive more into her character. What if he was going a little bit crazy because of his drinking, and obviously he's freaking out trying to find the money and write the story. Maybe his story idea just came to him in a dream. One more thing, I'm sorry I keep pausing it in such a short amount of time, but people were commenting and saying that like in the comics there's aliens in Riverdale, which like I'm here for that. I don't care. It's not that I'm like anti-aliens in Riverdale. What bothers me is that this entire time they've like pushed this no supernatural like storyline, and comments being like, no, they're not, it's not going to be supernatural. It's in the same world of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, and it's not going to be supernatural. And there's always this explanation for everything. But then now people are like, well, there's aliens in Riverdale, so it's not that far off, which is fine. I'm not against there being aliens, but like, if you're gonna do it, don't just hint at it. Go all the way. Go for it. You know, make that like, I don't know. Because I feel like what makes it cheesy is like when they're hinting at it but won't actually like go head first into that subject. And if they're gonna do aliens, I'm all for it. I'm interested to like see them do that, but I'd rather them just like do it. Also, I think this is the twins when they're older, so I want to play.
Juniper Dagwood, this artwork is so beautiful.
Aww.
Your mom's gonna love this when she gets home.
Is it not gonna show their faces?
Hey, Mr. Colors, everything
Oh, they're
okay?
there. Aww. Little red hair.
Tom says it looks like the other bodies, like it's been there for a while.
Call me the
Damn.
second you know.
Okay, I love you.
Love you too.
It's gotta be the trash bag killer. TPK.
I know we've been in an open relationship, and
Remember that was when I was on the road mostly. I want to be monogamous too. Also,
I'm seeing what we're going to do as
He's gonna have to...
a fresh start.
100% she's having the baby for them. I guarantee it. I'm pretty sure. That's why she doesn't want to say who the dad is. Also, that's kind of off to be like, we had an open relationship only when I was on the road. But like now that I'm not, we're not going to do that anymore. I feel like that's weird. I don't know.
This means that your sister's still out there.
Or
And
she's still
alive.
in there.
Don't you think, Betty?
Hopefully.
I need changes in my life, Archie. Big changes.
How big are we talking about?
Hey, that's very cool.
I'm over it. Come
What is
on.
this, like,
If
class
they
three
jump
video
straight
exchange
back
or
into that, I'm
whatever?
going to be so
It will
disappointed.
be the new and improved Pembroke.
Like, give Barchi a chance.
We're having the baby.
I knew it.
With me, I'm having our baby.
We're
Oh.
planning on raising this child together, just the three of us.
Oh.
It's one big, happy, non-traditional family.
What in the actual?
Why would she not tell Cheryl that? Especially if she's like, I want to try again. Why would you not tell her?
Based on your recent behavior, I didn't even know if we had that relationship anymore.
Recent behavior, like she hasn't always been like this.
Cheryl, I found out that I have a medical condition that makes it hard for me to get pregnant the older I am.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, her whole demeanor just changed when she said that.
If you want, maybe we can still try and make this work.
I don't see how that's possible anymore.
That's a really, like, lame way to say
But
that, too.
congratulations. I'm very happy for you.
I get her anger, honestly, because, like, why did Tony say, like, and if you really want to, I guess we could try and make it work. Like, Tony was in the other episode saying, like, she wants to try and make it work again, but then when she said it that time, she said, like, oh, like she was doing her a favor or something. She could have worded it, like, I still really want to make it work for you, and I would love for you to be a parent to my baby as well, you know? And I don't know what to think about the Kevin Fangs thing either. Also, it is kind of different that they're all gonna parent this baby. I thought she was just gonna be like the surrogate for Kevin Fangs, but it's kind of interesting that Riverdale's going that way with that storyline. But it's kind of cool too, because if Tony and Cheryl try to make it work and grow close again, at least, you know, the baby has two other parents to take care of it, and there's room for all of them to like have a life. But is she planning on living with them forever? You know, I feel like whoever she decides to marry one day is gonna want her to live with them alone. Like, the only person, well, not even, I was gonna say the only person that would be fine with them two as a couple living with another couple would be Cheryl, but she's not even fine with it, and I don't think I would be either. Completely understand why Tony did what she did, but I think that that's, I don't know, I'm not bashing the three parent thing, but the living together with them, how does she expect to find someone that's just like fine with living with a whole other couple? Also, Fangs and Kevin are engaged, which is like awesome, but he just hooked up with someone. At least he hooked up with someone before they had the conversation about monogamy, but it's kind of sad because Fangs was like, I want to be monogamous, and clearly that's something that he's been wanting. It didn't just come up right then. Meanwhile, Kevin had just like did things with a guy that night. And also, they must not be like perfectly okay with the poly side of things, because he kept it from him and lied and said that he went to different stores. So I don't know, this situation's gonna get messy, I feel like.
You have to keep it a secret, though, okay?
Oh, God.
Oh,
Please don't tell me you and Jughead are getting back together.
No.
he's gonna tell him.
Me and Archie,
Oh,
we've been doing this
look how happy
casual
she
friends
is.
with benefits thing.
Oh, as much as I love Betty and Jughead, season 1, episode 1 to now, she has always loved him.
Because Archie's
She will
this
never not
lit
love him.
window in the dark, and I don't want that light to ever go out.
Things might get complicated though. Sorry for talking so much. I'm excited.
Billy has achieved true sight. Or at least that's one interpretation.
What the Oh, he's seeing shit.
Mr. Jones?
I honestly feel like it might be like some psychological shit, and then it's not actually aliens. I feel like since Riverdale does have like aliens in the comics, I feel like the writers are doing that as a way to like give a little nod to the comics in those alien storylines. But I bet it's not gonna be actual aliens. He's probably gonna have something like mental going on, which is why he's seeing these things and like living these things. And it's just like a little nod like to the alien storylines in the comics. By the way, if you haven't pledge to my Patreon to see the uncuts, you should definitely do it, because I've been talking this entire episode and probably 3/4 of it is going to be cut out. So if you're not getting the uncuts, you're missing out.
You have a unique talent. I recognized it right away. I had to have an original Cheryl Blossom.
Once this painting is finished, will you leave me in peace?
So she's blackmailing
I
him.
haven't decided yet.
She lured me out of the house, where I feel safe, just to torture me with her happiness. It's cruel, don't you think?
I wouldn't say that
As
she's
an
like
outsider, it seems to me that fate has
unbelievably
put an obstacle
happy,
before you, Miss Blossom.
because I truly believe that Tony does want her.
Throw a little chaos at it.
Oh my god. Also, it's kind of sad because, like, even when Cheryl's done with this painting, she still has this to hold over her head.
So I'm having lunch with Francois in the Lacey's Cafe.
Yes.
And who strolls in with the heiress to the Spiffany's fortune? Chad. You're Chad. Fee, what the hell is going on with you two?
Well,
He a cheater.
he's trying to make me jealous.
I like that they gave her a little cameo. Put her on Riverdale, please. I want Lucy Hale's cringy ass in this show. Is it bad? I kind of want Veronica to find out about Betty and Archie.
It's just a casual thing. Okay, but what about Veronica? The looks, the smiles, the banter. She's
Been there,
married to
done
Jackson.
that.
You let me have a do-over.
Of course, Cheryl.
By the way, my girlfriend's
your
about to
support
walk
means the
in.
world to
She's gonna
me.
make her jealous.
So, will you let me host a modest celebration for you, Kevin, and Fangs?
Aww.
This little fete will be a key party. You heard me right. A classic American and oh-so-adult round of sexual switcheroo.
What? I bet Kevin and Fangs are gonna do it, and some shit's gonna happen. She's gonna go to Archie. Aww.
Just a nightmare.
I wish she would open up to him.
I don't want to talk about it though. I just want to forget. Is that okay?
Aww.
Nice spread, Sarge.
I do
Man,
want
you're before me, not
her
bad.
to tell
I
him no.
actually haven't gone to bed yet. I was over at Betty's.
All night, okay.
There's definitely something still there.
Are you fucking kidding me? They're really trying to push like a real love triangle, it seems like. Honestly, I feel like the best move to do with that storyline to make it like a love triangle is he is still trying to choose between them two, which I'm gonna be really upset if he chooses Veronica, just because it's been set what, 7, 8 maybe? No, okay, so if it's episode 8 now, I think it's 8 or 7. I don't know. Whatever episode it is now, there was three before the time jump. So it's been like 4 episodes or so of them, like, since they broke up, and they're gonna push them back to each other already? Are you serious? Jughead has an entirely different storyline, which is really good, and I'm really enjoying that storyline. I'm really enjoying the Betty Archie stuff. I'm enjoying the Veronica stuff, but I hope that Veronica, maybe they'll like be pulled together, and then she's gonna find out that he had been hooking up with Betty, and then she's gonna like realize that when he left her, it was because of Betty, you know? So why would she take him back when that's still happening? I don't know. I kind of hope if anything happens, it's that, and that's like the love triangle of it all, but it's just sad because, I don't know, Betty sees him as more. She's always seen him as more. And I don't want Archie to just keep seeing her as like a hookup. And I hope they really give them a fair chance, because that chemistry and that love is there. And it kind of pisses me off that like now he's saying that he didn't like what happened and that he's still gravitating towards Veronica. Like, why? I don't know. I'm just so bummed.
I've always been curious about the company you keep on the road, and you never brought a friend home per our rules.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Why now?
He's trying to make himself feel better.
let's get every horn dog impulse out of our systems once and for all. No strings, no guilt, no secrets.
He's literally only saying this because he already did it and he wants to feel better.
I tried to keep her on the phone, but she was scared.
Mom, are you sure it wasn't just some crank?
Yes,
She was scared. She couldn't see anything. She was being kept somewhere. It was dark. Everything was cold and smooth, like metal. Quite frankly, it sounded like a spaceship.
Polly's been gone for weeks.
Polly has also been on drugs.
My daughter is alive. She called, and she's calling back.
Seems like that scene in Stranger Things where she hears her son through the phone.
And then things just kind of got crazy. There were these lights from outside the window. They were so bright, I should have been blinded, but then I...
At least if they do go the alien storyline, maybe that's how Betty and Jughead's story are gonna, like, intertwine as well.
Jughead, are you okay?
No, sorry.
That's the one thing I hope that is not the truth. I hope that's not what that aliens actually look like. Also about the Betty and Archie stuff, he was the one that was pursuing her and like writing a song for her and wanting to be with her when she was with Jughead and he was with Veronica. So I don't know why all of a sudden it's just a hook up to him.
Listen, I've been through enough in my life to know when someone hits a nerve. About something real.
Sorry about my dog. She sounds like Chewbacca.
Well, it's going pretty hard. It's drinking a lot and partying and doing drugs and jangles and harder stuff. I lost a lot of time.
Look, maybe you shouldn't go to Cheryl's key party tonight. I mean, we could go to a movie instead.
Aww.
And am I crazy, or have you been feeling the same way too?
I thought you wanted nothing and to be a businesswoman.
Things are changing.
What happens if we get matched at the key party?
I honestly don't know.
They better not.
Is Chad coming?
We should be on the train right now.
All these people are fine with just going with like their partners to this key party. I mean, I guess if they're all fine with it. But it's kind of interesting that like... Oh, she did come, hell yeah.
Where's the booze?
It's kind of interesting that everybody seems to be fine with that.
Maybe because I wanted to see what he's given up for me to get married. Or maybe because I wanted to see if he'd actually go through with it and bring someone.
Kind of like how you cheated on him.
Fangs date is my cruising crush.
Hey, Betty.
Hi, Fangs.
Betty, Kevin, this is
Maybe
my
Veronica
friend
doesn't
Rick.
care.
We both drive rigs along the same route.
That's that same dude, yeah? But Veronica doesn't care if he's there because she doesn't give a shit about him.
Whatever happens tonight must be 100% consensual. And because we are all
love
a
consent.
progressive, fluid, inclusive group, there will be no redrawing of keys. But the main rule is you're allowed to do anything you and your partner desire.
So the girls could get the girls and the guys could get the guys and they have to be open to it. I hope Reggie gets a dude. Is it Archie?
Well, you know what they say.
Get your hands off her. Excuse me?
So annoying.
She's my wife. Exactly.
We're leaving now.
Veto! That's breaking the rules.
Call my lawyer, Cheryl. Are you ready?
Sue me. I mean, you said consent and she's saying she doesn't want to, so. He's so drunk.
No one else is leaving without picking a key.
Come on, Jones. Party's over.
Everyone's just leaving.
You're next, soldier boy.
Those are mine. How good are you at following orders?
No better, ma'am.
Oh my god. I want him to get a guy. Please get a guy.
Those are mine.
Yes.
No promises.
Okay.
We'll see what happens, stud.
Reggie's fluid. We love that. Oh my god. I love it.
Imagine that.
Oh my god.
Figured you'd end up at our house one way or another tonight.
Just gonna get Archie's.
Bye.
It's kind of sad that he doesn't seem that happy about it.
How did I know this was gonna happen?
Meant to be.
I knew we would end up together.
I don't believe in fate, Cheryl.
She put that shit at the bottom of the bowl.
Don't you see? All these years I've been compelled to work on restoring Thornhill without ever truly understanding why. But now I see it so
Of course
clearly.
now Cheryl's gonna want to do it with her and she's not gonna be wanting to because of this.
The last 2 months, all you've been trying to do is draw me out of Thornhill.
Yeah, and as my reward, you're trying to trap me here like you did at Thistle House with your 2 dead brothers? Well, it's not gonna work. I'm done
Wow.
trying to bring you down from the mountain. I should have just left our relationship where it belongs. In the past. Like, I'm sorry I led you on.
Yikes.
I'm sorry I agreed to this stupid party.
That's so rude. She's the one that was begging Cheryl to try again.
I do think that there is something from your past that you are trying to avoid dealing with. You know, something with those blackouts back in New York. Some friendly
Damn.
advice.
I wonder what actually
You should
happened.
talk to someone, like a therapist who specializes in cases
He needs
of
to get
trauma.
hypnotized. Maybe he'll be able to unlock that part of his brain if he's hypnotized.
Turns out Reggie is 100% straight.
He couldn't do it.
Who'd you get paired with?
Rick. But I'm not ready to get married.
What?
That is not what I thought he was going to say. I thought he was going to tell
Why?
him that he hooked up with him.
It's about me. Where I'm at.
Where you're at.
Because honestly, he didn't do anything wrong. They were still like open at the time, but it's more so like he could still hurt Fangs, considering Fangs was definitely all in and probably hadn't been doing that for a while, and he probably assumed Kevin was doing the same, so now he just feels bad. But he didn't technically do something he shouldn't have, but it will still hurt him.
What about the fact that we're having a baby together?
Right now you want to
I'm not sure
bring
yet.
this shit up.
Kevin, why are you imploding us?
It's messed up. I know. I know.
Shit.
So messed up. I'm just sorry.
So they're just gonna ditch Tony like that. She's gonna have to move in with Cheryl.
I still have feelings for Veronica. I shouldn't, but I do.
She's gonna be really patient about it, I bet.
Archie, you and I should make sense. The all-American boy, the girl next door.
She better not say shouldn't, but we
But
don't.
deep in our cores, we are such different people.
And he's similar to Veronica in what way?
I don't want my darkness to overtake you.
He is nothing like Veronica
And
either.
don't get me wrong, it's been saving my sanity to escape with you.
Although it's kind of satisfying that she's the one that's gonna say this.
So you get to face whatever's coming alone?
Not alone,
With you as a friend.
still with you. As a friend.
Ugh, it's so annoying.
A friend.
But it doesn't make sense. He's the one that broke up with Veronica because he had feelings for Betty and cheated on her with Betty. And then 7 years later, he's gonna act like he still has feelings for her. He didn't even have feelings for her when she left. Like, he loved her, but it wasn't like that.
And that's what I'll be.
This is dumb. Okay, I guess we're just gonna revert.
But I really did think it was time to stop playing games.
She gonna divorce him? He looks rough. I feel like he's got PTSD from something.
I'm repulsive. No. Cheryl, you're gorgeous.
Is she... Okay. They're kind of cute together. But also she's blackmailing her. And turn her in for fraudulent paintings.
Chad and I are getting a divorce.
Yeah.
He's on his way back to New York. I think
He's a piece of
in my
shit
heart
anyway.
of hearts, I knew it had to happen.
Like, I'm glad for her, but also...
I need to tell you something.
See, I hope that Veronica chooses
Betty
to
and I-
not do it because of that.
We
right
didn't
here.
hook up after the key party, but we have hooked up a few times since we got back to Riverdale.
See?
I wondered about that. The past is in the past. I'm only interested in what we want.
I don't think yesterday is in the past. I mean, technically it is. So if he killed somebody yesterday, you're gonna say the past is in the past. You've changed. I'm over it. This is stupid. Why did this have to ruin the episode? It's not that I don't even like them, because I do like them together, but it's just the way they did that is just ridiculous.
Mom, are you there?
Polly.
Betty, you have to help me. I'm at the payphone in the middle of nowhere.
Where? Where are you?
I don't know. I ran as fast as I could. You have to come and get me. I'm on the highway.
The lonely highway?
Yeah.
She actually is alive. I can't believe that. She better not be dead when they get there. Is that feet? Oh shit. She wasn't dead then. She probably is now. Alright, there we go. That was season 5, episode 8 of Riverdale. I'm conflicted. I really enjoyed this episode. I loved seeing this Kevin and Fang's banter and that storyline. I feel like we've never like actually gotten to see Kevin at home or with his boyfriend personally. It's always been like them in the background and we see them together, but we don't actually see him and his relationship and his personality. And I feel like we really got that this episode. We found out that for the past 3 years they've been in a polyamorous relationship. Kevin, when it started off, was hooking up with somebody else, which of course I'm like, whoa, hold on. But it was because they were poly. And Kevin wants to talk to Fangs about it, and Fangs is like, I want to be monogamous too. And it kind of just showed that like even though Kevin did that and like was given that permission to do that, Fangs probably for a while now has not done it because he just wants to be monogamous. And Kevin is not ready for that. He's not ready for a family. He's not ready to get married. He pretty much ended things with Fangs. I don't know where that stands with Tony. Are they all going to still parent? Are they just going to like separate themselves from Tony? I feel like they're going to separate from Tony and Tony is going to be by herself now. Betty and Archie decided to stop things because it wasn't going anywhere, I guess. And Betty was of course understanding again. But what makes me so mad is like the dude that is living with Archie, the army dude, makes him realize, I guess, that he still has feelings for Veronica. But what pisses me off so much is he's sleeping with Betty. He's having this good time with Betty. He's happy and smiling and always in a good mood. And he ended things with Veronica in the past because of Betty, for Betty. He wrote a song for Betty. He cheated on Veronica with Betty, all this stuff. And then now that they're finally together and they're so happy, he's gonna end that, not give it a try, and be with Veronica because he still has feelings for her. How are his feelings right now stronger than they were before when he hasn't seen her until now? Veronica's getting a divorce, so of course they're gonna push that shit again. I'm guessing it's gonna be an actual love triangle. I really hope that he doesn't just stay with Veronica and they're immediately back together. It's been like 4 episodes since the breakup, or 5, I don't know. And I honestly think that that's kind of bullshit if they do this and just completely disregard everything that happened and the amount of time that has passed. I think it's ridiculous. And it'd be one thing if they broke up before he moved away and then he says like he still has feelings, but they broke up because he was cheating with Betty and he had feelings for Betty and, you know, like wanted to be with Betty. So all of a sudden he's got these feelings that means he can't be with Betty. It makes no sense to me, and it's really like annoying that they're already pushing that back together. I'm gonna be very angry if they push them together and that means they're not even gonna try the Betty and Archie thing because of it. Whereas Jughead is off doing his own thing, and I'm so grateful for that. And I'm so grateful that he has her, and they honestly would be really cute together, so I hope that they like slow burn that into something. Cheryl also kisses Minerva after she throws like this key party for people to pick a key and have sex with whoever's key they pick. And she chose Tony's on purpose and showed Tony a nursery that she built for the baby because she wants Tony to come live in Thornhill with her and help be the other mom to this baby. But Tony kind of goes off on her and is like, I don't want my baby in this like hell house, you know, which is honestly pretty sad because she was the one telling Cheryl that there's no curse on you, like you're good, you're this, you're that, but then she's gonna throw it in her face. She's the one that had been going after Cheryl, and then now she's gonna like treat her that way. I thought that was like really wrong and really rude and messed up, and I don't like that at all. But she kisses Minerva, who, like, they're kind of cute, they have chemistry, but also on the same time she's blackmailing her about these paintings. So who's to say that she's gonna stop blackmailing her? Like, what if Cheryl wants to end it and she's just like, well, guess I'm gonna have to tell about your painting, you know, then she gets like stuck in this relationship that she doesn't want. So that's gonna like, I feel like taint that relationship for me, because it's always going to be in the back of my head, even if they're cute together. But yeah, Archie and Veronica kissed, and it's just, I don't know, it's disappointing to me, and I really am going to be very upset with the writers if they just throw them back together and then say that, well, there you go, you got your Betty and Archie and that was it. But I have a feeling that it might be something where, like, he needed to be with Veronica one more time to see, like, what he really wants, and I hope that he chooses Betty. Betty is so mature, though, like, saying that, like, now is not their time because right now she's about to go through something insane, and she doesn't want to bring that negativity and hurt onto him. Also, Polly's probably dead because they found her at the telephone booth and they found a body. But yeah, excited for the next episode and see where we go from here. This episode was really good. Besides the Betty and Veronica things, I feel like that was a sellout. But I think that is pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.